So today Andy learned that swimming is a fun activity. You can see here in the beginning she really is not super sure about the water and swimming. I'm not really sure if she has gone swimming before, but I just treat every dog like they don't know how to swim just for safety purposes. And this pool is super cool because it has like I think they call it a beach entrance. I call it a ramp. So it's like a gradual decline into the water. So there's no step down or anything. So she can just walk right in. So we start with the slip leash because I want her to not just go screw this and run away. I want her to really give this a shot. Now, if she really didn't like it once she did try it, that's one thing, but she's got to at least try it once before we go giving up. And I got the frisbee that we've been playing with here, and so I'm just kind of encouraging her with that. A lot of like happy noises, fun stuff like that. So I'm really just doing a lot of praise, just encouraging her in. If she puts any pressure on my slip leash, I will just keep that pressure there until she relieves it. So I'm not adding any pressure, and I'm also not giving in. I don't want her to learn that she can pull me out of things. So we are just kind of keeping it easy. Like you can see there, she pulled a little bit, so I'm just gonna hold steady. And I'm just kind of playing around in the water, encouraging her over here. So now that I've given her a lot of options to try it out, we're gonna do what's called flooding. So flooding is a training method where you just expose the dog to the thing that they're nervous about. So I pick her up safely and I just set her in the water, and I keep my hands on her just in case she doesn't know how to swim. I'm ready to help her out of the water, but she seemed to figure it out really well there. She is a Labrador Retriever, so it is in her genetics, but again, we're always gonna play safe rather than sorry. Now, if you are trying to teach your dog to swim at home, I would not recommend the flooding method unless you are a fairly strong swimmer and you're also prepared to get kicked the crap out of. So there is always the chance that the dog decides to climb up your body. So just be prepared. You'll see I'm wearing a shirt and shorts. Not heavy enough clothing that I'm gonna drown, but I can kind of protect my skin from her feet kicking me if I do have to kind of help her out of the water. And then I'm also a strong enough swimmer, and this pool is safe enough that we can just I can just push her out if I need to, and she's not gonna take me down. Really, the big risks are gonna be like natural water sources like ponds and rivers and stuff. You want to be super careful because you don't know how deep they are, what's in the bottom, what's swimming in them, and stuff like that. So you do want to make sure you're keeping your dog safe as well as yourself. And here we did a little bit more flooding again. Mostly I'm trying to see if she is able just to keep herself afloat so I can take off my slip leash and such. I really don't like the dogs swimming around with them, but if I need a handle on the dog because they can't swim very well, I do need that there. So I went ahead and removed it. She seems pretty proficient, and she's over there, she's blowing bubbles in the water, just being a goofball. And you'll notice she is wearing her e-collar. So she is wearing the Fob Educator by e-collar Technologies. The receiver on that collar is waterproof. The remote is water resistant, so I have that kind of set out to the side so it doesn't get wet. But the e-collar is safe to use if they are waterproof, and it is listed specifically in the instruction manual or packages. So they are safe to use underwater. However, if your dog gets wet, so you take them swimming like I'm doing here, you're going to want to take that collar off as soon as you're done and back inside, because that extra moisture can cause irritation with the contact points. So you do want to make sure to remove that. So she tries to go out the side there. That's okay. I just kind of redirect her back to where I want her to come in and out of. I like the dogs to have one central in and out point of the pool. One, she's gonna, if she did get like fall in or something like that, she's just gonna tire herself out trying to lift herself over the edge. So I would much rather her have a safe exit strategy that she already knows. So yeah, this is a fun activity for her, but it is also a little bit of safety training on how to kind of manage herself should she somehow magically fall into the pool, which I see very unlikely with this particular pool. And swimming is absolutely excellent cardio for people and dogs because it's very low impact on joints. As I've said in previous videos with her, she's a little bit chunky, so I don't want her running around too much. and getting joint issues. Labs are also super prone to elbow and hip issues, so I'm not trying to cause any problems for her, but this is a great exercise for her to do without getting too much impact on those joints. And again, she tries to go to the side, so I just gently grab her and push her to the right direction, and I gave her a little bit of a boost there, so she went extra fast.